You 100% heard about this kind of news. It's about a guy dating 30 different women and make them obsessed and fraud their money. Sometimes it just left you thinking, what did he do making all these different people fall in love with him? And they even have to get a loan to give him money. Because for us, love chemical is some magic black box kind of thing. They give you someone who are successful, capable, supportive, fit into your ideal type perfectly. You wouldn't have that feeling. But for someone who you maybe even see a red flag, problematic, less successful, but you're just so obsessed with them. So, what is going on? There's recently a lot of conversation talking about man, woman, high value, what's the standard. They try to figure out a universal rule. But in reality is, in the scientific psychology world, there is an answer already, and it may surprise you greatly. They find that the parenting style of the mom and dad will directly decide what kind of person the kid's gonna marry. It's almost predetermined. And there is even a pattern, depends on how your parents grew up with you. It determines what you think is attractive to you. And let's dive into today's topic. What is love chemicals? When we decide who should we date, who should we choose, we're making these decisions. However, most us decision is subconscious. For example, how many decisions you did yesterday? You may say 10, 100, 300. In reality is everybody making about 30,000 decisions. And this decision will determine your life and it determines who you want to date. Especially in relationship. For example, sometimes you have a conversation with this great guy and suddenly something he said is problematic and it is a major turn off for you. You didn't do the decision. You just feel it. Ugh. But the decision actually is already done subconsciously. So to figure out what makes us decide this person is good, and do we want to continue, and we actually have to understand how does this subconsciously formed. The answer is parenting style. When you was a child, how you interact with your first intimate partner, which is your parents, really decide how's your subconscious making choices. You often see a really great girl, supportive, have really great job, really pretty, having this boyfriend. You was getting so shocked. How did you fall in love with a guy like this? There's so many better choices. In reality is those kind of people, those kind of successful women, you always can find a really, really strict parents behind them. And you had a person hear those horrible story when the kids was 5 years old. They don't put their book away, their favorite book away. The parents say, look, this is your favorite. I'm gonna burn it because you don't follow the rule. This kind of parents we call achievement-oriented parents. Sometimes it may influence this kid's marriage majorly. First, you don't give them enough love. Principle come ahead. So for them, anybody treat them slightly better. Surprise them with the flowers, play a guitar and say something sweet. I promise I will love you forever. It's enough for them to fall in love with that person because they never experience enough love. They never see the whole elephant. So anything is suppressive for them. Second is because it's restrict parents, they want nobody restrict them. Because there's some need that they didn't get fulfilled when they was kids. So what happened? They will find someone who don't restrict them at all. Even that restriction is good for them. Please drink less. Please sleep early. They may end up finding someone who don't care about them at all, or just simply abusive because they don't care about them. So what happened is when we was a kid, when we grew up, when the parents don't treat the kids good enough, On the surface, it may seem like the kiss is good after 15 minutes. Crawl back to you, Mom, I'm wrong, please, let's be friends again. But in reality, the hurt is buried down under the iceberg, and it may show someday. On the surface, everything is normal. You go to college as normal, you make friends as normal, until when you find a partner that you decide to get married. You suddenly have so many needs. You're looking for someone who can fulfill your need that you didn't get as a child. So what you do first, you pretend. You want to find someone really confident, you pretend you're confident. And you start dating them. Until one day you're getting serious with this relationship. And you start finding out that person is not quite who can fulfill your childhood need. To be quite frank, nobody can fulfill other people's need 100%. That 100% will happen. So what you do, you will try your best to change them. So how you gonna change them? You may give them a side eye. You may give them a cool down period. You do not talk to them. You emotional absence. You run away from the house. You go to your parents' house. You take the kiss away. However, after all the thing, you will eventually find out there's zero possibility you can change your partner. Do you know why? Because the only purpose your partner getting married with you is because they try to change you so you can fulfill their need. Let me give you an example of a couple who went to therapy. It's a story about Mary and Jack. What happened? Why they want to divorce is actually because Mary every time make the bathroom really messy. Then Jack always come and say, "Oh, can you clean after yourself?" Mary said, "Yeah, I will do it soon." Second time, same thing happened. Jack come up, "Hey, listen, can you just clean the bathroom? I really like the bathroom be clean." Yeah, I will do it. Third time, Jack is really pissed. "Are you serious? How many times I told you I want the bathrooms to clean?" Mary also get pissed. "What do you mean? You can just put it back for me. It don't take you like 2 minutes. And does that really matter?" Okay, I know now. It's not about the clean the bathroom. It's about, do you love me or no? Jack said, "Oh no, that's not about do I love you. It's about you respect me or no. I've been telling you the thing. You never respect my words." That's exactly the reason why they want to break up, because the bathroom is messy. A couple of conversations exchanged with the therapy. Here is what's going on. When Mary grew up, she really had a strict dad. We called authoritarian parents. In their family, rule come first. Until 30 years old, Mary still cried at the therapy about how his dad said, "Look, this is your favorite Barbie doll. I gotta throw it away. I teach you a lesson. What does it mean? Rule." No doubt, rule is important. But is it love important? Is it communication important? Is it understanding important? If you don't understand the little girl at the moment, when she grow up, she wouldn't understand others. If you don't give love to these little kids, when the little kids grow up, she have a hard time to love others. The time that your dad say, "Hey, listen, you know what? In our family, rule is more ahead. Here is your Barbie doll, I throw it away." Suddenly, these kids know the dad loved the rule more than me. Can you imagine when this little girl grew up, what kind of boyfriend she's looking forward to? She wants to make places really messy, and the partner still not yelling at her about it. She wants someone can take all of this and not get pissed at me. Now we understand Mary's situation. Let's look at Jack. Jack have a narcissist type of parents. In the same time, neglected. Why? Because they have a lot of siblings. No matter what Jack said, their parents always say, "No, that's wrong. This is right. You're wrong." No matter what he said. Every time he come home, He said, hey guys, guess what happened in my school? Because there are so many kids. He's the smallest one. No one gave him opportunity to speak. So when Jack grew up, he really wanted to find someone. Listen. Just listen. That's just why after 3 times, Mary, can you clean the bathroom? Mary, can you clean the bathroom? It make him feel so hurt. Because when he get into this relationship, for him, listen to him means love. Not listen means not love. You know why so many couples argue with over smallest thing? For other people, that smallest thing is nothing. But for their partners, it's a big deal. It's because they have a trauma, they have a need unable to get fulfilled, and they're looking to get fulfilled for their need. Smallest thing for them means love, means existence, means why I marry you in the first place. Mary and Jack really lucky. They go to therapy, they figure out what's going on. They decide to change and make each other feel better. And if every couples understand their own nuances, their own trauma, their own need, after argument, their relationship will be up level. But most people's choice is, we're gonna break up. We're gonna divorce. Why? Because he is not the one. He is not what I'm looking for. We have a stressful time, so I cannot take it. Or we have a different core values. In reality is that this person who have a core value, maybe have really strict parents who never agree with her. She want to find someone agree with her. Right now in America, the divorce rate is 50%, so does a lot of other countries. Most people never thought is their own issues. But the scary part, let me tell you, when you don't know how to swim, no matter how many swimming pool you switch, gonna make you float on the surface, gonna make you feel okay. You will always feel drowning in every swimming pool you go. Just like one of the famous psychologists, Carl Jung, says, when you unrealize your subconscious, that will become your destiny. If you never thought, I have a problem because my trauma, because the unfulfilled need, you will never find the fit, the Mr. Right. In the end, I really hope this video helped you. And my name is Paul. I see you next time. Thank you very much.